guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Shores, and today I'm going to be sharing with you this really messy, kind of metallic, super dramatic eyeshadow look I created with the new Melt Cosmetics Gunmetal stack. So if you're wanting a tutorial using mostly just one stack with a couple other eyeshadows that you probably have on hand, then just keep on watching. So my eyeballs are already primed with the Smashbox 24-hour primer, so let's jump into this. I'm starting out with MAC BLANC Type, and I'm just going to be applying that all over my eyelid as a base shadow, just so it's easier to apply shadows over the top. I'm now grabbing MAC Omega, and I'm taking this on a J5522 by Hakuhodo, and I'm just going to use this as our transition color. If your skin tone's a bit deeper, you might be able to just use Assimilate and not even use this type of transition shadow, but if you're on the fairer side or you have a very warm skin tone, you want to opt to have some type of transition. I'm also going to pull this a lot into this kind of inner corner brow-ish area. So you can see we're going from high up here, and then it's kind of sweeping down along the crease as we go out. And then I'm just going to do a really little bit under my eye, because I'm gonna do a lot of smudgy down here anyhow, so that's not really gonna matter. Now I'm taking this bhue pencil, and I can't find the name of this anywhere, so I'm not really sure what it is, but it's the one that looks really close to industrial. And I'm just gonna start putting this all over my eyelid. I'm also gonna take an E32 by Sigma, which is this kind of synthetic buffing brush, and just buff the edges. I'm again gonna make sure that we are bringing a lot of it into this kind of inner corner area. And then we're also gonna take it a bit underneath our eyeball as well. Now we wanna start packing on some shimmers. This is industrial, and I'm taking this on a J242G, which is by Hakuhodo. And I'm gonna be pressing this on the lid. So you can go ahead and pack it on. These also turn really metallic if you wet them. So I'm just taking a little bit of setting spray, and I'm just gonna spray my brush. And then we'll just go over the center of the lid. You can see that's just this gorgeous kind of metallic-ness. And then I'm gonna push the color up in this inner corner area. All right, so now I'm grabbing Assimilate, and I'm taking a 232 by Smith, and I'm just going to start using this kind of as a messy transition. I want this look to look kind of grungy, I guess, lived in. So we're really gonna blow out this Assimilate color and keep bringing it into this brow bone area. And then I'll take it along my crease. And now that I have less product on my brush, I'm just kind of doing little circular motions to really blow that out. And then we're just gonna go right along our lower lash line. Don't be shy. Keeping it to kind of this V point on the outer corner. And then as it goes in, it comes up and adds more depth up by the brows. All right, so this is basically kind of the shape we're gonna go for. So now we're gonna get into gunmetal, and I am gonna wet my brush for this. I'm using a Smith 253 brush, and we're gonna start going ham. So just be generous on your lower lash line. So I'm gonna apply it wet first so we can be a bit sloppy, and then we're gonna go in and really get this a little more figured out. But I want to keep the most metallic part right along my lash line. And then we're going to turn into kind of a slick, kind of grungy blend down. So I'm taking a Smith 235 right now. And this has kind of a pointed end, so I have a lot of control even though it's a bigger brush. I'm using this to just kind of blend this shadow down more. All right, so now that this is kind of gonna connect, because right now we just kind of look like a disconnected mess, I'm taking a little bit of gunmetal and we're pulling it to like the outer, maybe fifth of our eye, not even the outer corner. And just barely tapping that on. Kind of using patting motion, so I'm getting a gradient effect as I apply it. So now I'm grabbing one color that's not in that melt stack. It's dark matter, which is their black, so you can really use whatever black you want, so don't feel like you have to have the love stick stack to do this one. And I'm just pulling this along the lash line and kind of winging it out a bit. And I'm using the E21 smudge brush by Sigma, which has become one of my favorite brushes for little kind of detail works. So I'm just kind of deepening this, creating kind of a fake wing. I'm going to take a J5529 Hakuhodo brush just to blend that out. I'm blending it along the lash line and also pulling it along the kind of crease of your eyeball, keeping the wing shape and then also pulling it into the crease and blending it into where we have a place to simulate. And then I am gonna go back to the 232 by Smith and just give that a real good blend. So now we're super sultry. We got a lot of darkness going on in our eyes. So we're gonna bring a little bit of light in there. So I'm gonna use Harsh Stone White, again on a wet brush, and I'm using that smudge brush again by Sigma, and I just wiped it off on a rag so it's not full of black anymore. This color is really pretty. It's also really pretty as like a face highlight if you want to be super highlighted, because it's really intense, especially if you wet it. And then since we have all this darkness up here, I do want to bring a little more light here just to kind of balance it a little bit more. So I'm taking Shroom by MAC, and I'm taking this on a 229 by Luxie and just kind of patting that there. So you can see that we're just brightening this up. I'm not even really bringing it up to hit assimilate. I'm just putting it on my brow bone. But then while we're at it, I'm just gonna hit that right under the brow bone as well. Now just give your lashes a good curl. And I'm also gonna tightline my eyes. I'm using this bhue pencil, and this is the black color. And I'm just gonna tightline and then also line my waterline. Make sure to give your lashes a generous coat of mascara. I'm using Maybelline's Full and Soft, which is my normal go-to. And then I'm gonna pop on the Spellbound lashes by House of Lashes. So this is my completed face look. You could definitely pair this with a dark lip as well. I went for a lighter nude just to kind of keep the eyes really punchy, and then kind of went with that more grungy kind of look. I ended up mixing these two, so I have Nude and Sexed by Melt, and then it's a matte. I also think this would look great with a gloss because we do with those metallic on the eyes, just get a lot of textures going on. But I'm gonna keep it matte right now. I went for just Tarte Exposed as a blush, just keep it kind of neutral, and I mostly just followed the contours of my cheeks. Anyhow, that is how I finished off this look. If you enjoyed this look and you'd like to see more tutorials like this, give this a thumbs up. If there's more kind of one palette or one type of thing you would like to see, let me know in the comments. If you want to see more of my work around or see what I'm up to on social media, all the links are right here to all my different social medias. Definitely really active on Instagram. You can follow me on Snapchat if you just want to see more of my day-to-day life. So come hang out. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. See you later.